So I got an update on that hidden memory boost mode feature that I covered in my previous video. But a quick recap first in case you didn't watch that. So Anadius originally spotted two new executable files in the game. We have TS4x64 fpb.exe and a related DLL file. Both of these hinted at a brand new performance option EA hasn't officially announced yet. Now at the time, all we knew was that it only worked with DirectX 11 and was likely tied to stability or smoother gameplay. But now, thanks to Sims community and the article on their page, and also including a few of their readers, we've learned a little bit more. So the first update comes from a reader named Diffaver. They tested this mode and noticed that the long-standing bug where neighboring houses would appear empty or default has actually been fixed because of this launch command relating to this new performance mode that hasn't launched yet. And if you've played with the For Rent apartments, you definitely know how big of a problem this has been. So to see that fixed here is honestly a really good sign that whatever they're cooking here with this new mode hopefully not only fixes this but many more things as well. Then another Sims community reader, Thurask, even shared bigger findings. They discovered that this memory boost mode is currently in early access, obviously, and it comes with its own feature list. So it's going to free up memory, reduce lag, improve frame rates, which are all things I honestly expected based on my prior research, and most importantly for some players will help prevent crashes. Recovery saves will even be labeled memory boost. Unfortunately, the catch with this though is that it only works with DirectX 11, but you can toggle it in 3 ways. We can't do them yet, but when this launches, this is likely how it'll be. You have automatic, so that's basically the game deciding. You can enable it to force it on or disable it to keep things how they currently are. But one thing to note is that switching modes could affect save compatibility. So I guess it's possible we could run into issues when this launches, but I guess we just don't know. But from early testing, it seems to be greatly benefiting the game. I did decide to test this myself last night and this morning, playing several hours with it enabled, and personally, I didn't notice any performance differences, but to be fair, my game already runs almost perfectly on my current setup, so it would have been kind of hard to see a change anyway. What I did notice though was that the edges around buildings and Sims and even like mountains or trees in the background looked a little more jagged than usual, almost like there was less anti-aliasing going on. And I can't say for sure if that was caused by the command itself, but you can see them here in this footage. They are kind of hard to notice. It's really only when you look closely, but I can say for certain that the edges were a lot smoother without the command. So I think it does change things graphically at least a little bit. So if you do want to give it a try, you can actually do so now. Even though it isn't officially implemented, you can use a Steam or EA app launch command. So go into your game's manage settings section, open up advanced launch options and type in -FPB. That's really all you have to do. Now I think players with lower end systems or those who have had stability issues like crashes might notice more of an improvement than I did. So if you do test it out, definitely let me know in the comments how it runs for you. I'm really curious to hear your experiences. But just stepping back for a moment, I really want to acknowledge this neighboring houses bug fix. Like, that's kind of huge, honestly. I'm gonna have to give EA a little credit here. You know, a broken clock is right twice a day. Like, okay, you ate that one thing, but there is still way more here that we're expecting. I want to see more bug fixes. I want to see that save corruption issue resolved. Apparently it's hard for them to resolve that issue right now because I think they are waiting on players to send in more saves and more data so that they can investigate. I don't know if they're having trouble replicating the issue, but I just hope that they can get that fixed pretty soon. But if we're being real here, all of this really is the bare minimum. You know, we're 10 years deep into this game. We have dozens and dozens of packs. Players have spent thousands of dollars on this game. So being able to run it and run it smoothly and not have problems, that is the bare minimum. And with something like this, I also wonder if we'll see another change in the minimum and recommended system requirements for the game. Those requirements already have been adjusted a few times across the last decade as packs and updates have been rolling out. I'm not sure if it has been multiple times, but I do remember one instance where that happened. So if memory boost mode is freeing up memory and running the game in a different way, and if they do completely phase out DirectX 9 and make it DirectX 11 for everyone, I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I guess it is a possibility. I wonder if that could affect system requirements. But them adding that DirectX 11 support a while back really was the shift that I feel like we needed for performance with this game. Personally, that is when I noticed major improvements, even on a high-end system. And sometimes when running all the packs and having tons of mods, it does get a little bogged down. And when they did introduce that, I noticed simulation lag disappearing almost entirely. And there was even an update at one point where they fixed the shadows so that they transitioned and updated smoothly. I think that was around the release of Life and Death, but I don't quite remember. So, you know, it's nice to have more information on exactly what this is and what it's going to do. And I'm assuming we're likely going to see it with one of the many updates that was teased in this recent leak that we received. But I'm curious on if you guys are looking forward to it and if you're going to be testing this out now with the launch commander. If you have already tested it, how has it been affecting your game? Definitely share all your experiences below. And of course, like always, thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care and happy life simming.